गर्छ कि गर्दैनौ because you want to get inspired केही लेख्न मन लागेछ भने to get inspired like movie हेर्ने अथवा कतै जाने हुन्छ नि त्यो inspiration आउँछ कि भनेर
I listen to music.
Oh, me too.
I listen to music. I especially listen to Tamil and Telugu songs.
Wow.
Okay, now the thing here is I don't understand a word of it. Right? I listen to it, I watch visualization कसरी भइरहेछ किनकि visualization थाहा हुन्छ नि त at least के भइरहेछ scenes मा भनेर. Now you might ask me why Tamil and Telugu songs, because I have this amazing love for this guy A.R. Rahman. And I love his music, which is not interpreted or we don't get to see a lot of in Bollywood movies. And because we watch a lot of Bollywood movies, कतिवटा musical gems सुन्न पाएको छैन है.
Okay.
हैन, so I listen to a lot of these songs, and that in turn helps in bringing out those emotions that I feel while listening to those songs. And then I end up writing those.
Just for example, like have you wrote one thing that was inspired by particular that song, and you wrote particular this thing?
Of course.
Just say.
Of course. So I have a book full of, let's put it this way, feelings of anger, love, everything in between, हैन?
Okay.
अनि त्यो चाहिँ कतिवटा चाहिँ म्युजिकले इन्स्पायर भएको पनि छ नि. So there is one. Should I still continue with this? I think yes.
Yeah.
But there's this movie called, I forgot the movie, but it's called like Amazing Actors. It was about 3 brothers from a crime family. Right?
Okay, sorry.
So 3 brothers from a crime family, and it actually showcases the rage.
Yeah.
And त्यो rage ले गरेर
Ranveer story wala ho?
No.
Anna Kashyap wala?
No. It's a South movie. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
It's a South movie.
Sorry.
So that was, and that actually helped me write that Risutego emotion. लेखे पनि. I think you can find it on my Medium. Oh no, I have not published it. Sorry. So yes, just छ लेखेको छु. Right time I publish it, but yeah, that's that. On that note, kechhatapodcast.
Yeah.
We have Alfa Shakya with us today.
Alfa Maya Shakya.
Maya,
I think because mom middle name is mom is Maya.
Mom को nickname चाहिँ Maya हो.
Yeah, that's right.
But our grandmother, my mom ko side ko family ma चाहिँ some of us use this middle name.
Anyways, thanks so much, Alfa, for joining us for this podcast. I think this was very random in a way that.
Also, yes.
That's so not quite random.
No, but I really liked how you wanted to have a topic for this podcast. So what you said was, okay, one common thing between all three of us. So writing was one of them.
Writing is the only one of them.
Is one of them.
Like when we brainstormed, we were like, there was nothing we could find.
The common Venn diagram.
But in terms of like writing in common in a way that I think between 3 of us, I think Alfa is someone who aspires to be a writer.
Yes.
And I think she has also published a book, right, Alfa?
Not a book.
That was kind of a book, right? Like a poem or a set of.
I just bought one copy.
Yeah, one. Yeah.
Just for myself.
And that's a big thing.
Yeah.
That
Nice.
Amul has seen.
Yeah, I haven't bought it.
Yeah, you bought it from the printing.
Yeah.
Also, on that note, you can follow her at The Word Castle on Instagram.
Yeah.
To read her poems
and literature.
TheWordCastle.com. At TheWordCastle.com on Instagram. We'll link that handle below on our podcast and on our channels everywhere that you can find it.
Sure.
Wow,
Anyways, we are talking today about our writing processes to a certain degree.
So let's start with our guest.
Let's start with our.
I'm like we've all started with Ayush, but let's
start with our guest. Yes.
Yeah, I guess as well.
Because the guest asked the question. No.
Oh yeah, sure. So Alfa, so what is your writing process? Like, how do you write? What do you write? Why do you write it? I think firstly let's ask, why do you write?
Words just come and I feel like I have to write them. I have to feel like it has to go somewhere. On paper or I wouldn't say writing is the only way words come out. Sometimes they come out as songs as well. So there's.
But for you, is writing.
Mostly.
Yeah. Mostly is writing. Okay. Amun?
Why? I think why, because for me personally it is more of a form of like it's a form of expression, right? त्यो मन हल्का हुन्छ भन्छ नि कहिले हुन्छ नि actually. So sometimes like there are so many things that हुन्छ नि is going over your head, right? Just writing that one liner, it brings so much clarity, okay? हुन्छ नि it gives you that point to focus. You know, because sometimes you're so much like you're haywire all over the place, and that writing one line or one paragraph, it clears your mind. मन हल्का गर्छ भन्छ नि. Sometimes you want like sometimes कहिलेकाहीँ अरू साथसँग बोल्ने हुन्छ नि, आफ्नो गर्लफ्रेन्डसँग बोल्ने, आफ्नो आमासँग बोल्ने, कहिलेकाहीँ that doesn't come out that the way you want it to be. But the writing ma it's like talking to yourself. आफूलाई नै कुरा जस्तो. I think nobody is better to listen than yourself.
Than yourself.
I know. So yeah, that I think that, like I'm not a हुन्छ नि त्यो like अफर हुन्छ नि बुकको हिसाबमा. I don't aspire to be a writer. त्यो हिसाबमा छैन. But for my writing process is that, you know, it like.
But also I think you're trying to talk to yourself.
Yeah.
Properly.
Yeah. Makes sense to myself.
Exactly. अरूले नबुझोस् केही छैन, आफूले बुझे पुग्यो. किनभने लेखेर पनि देखिन्छ नि. मनमा भित्र भएको कुरा लेखेको कुरा and it does give out a clarity.
Yeah, so त्यही कुरामा छ नि. So I don't know, I think I've read somewhere else के यो कुरा चाहिँ writing gives you clarity because कहिले के हुन्छ भने एकदम जस्तो एक्जाम्पल है, जस्तै I want to like कहिले रिस आइरहेको हुन्छ, रिस पोखिरहेको हुन्छ होइन, sometimes अथवा there's this idea that you think it's going to work, but when you write it you have this clear sense, am I talking shit? Doesn't make sense भने एउटा क्ल्यारिटी आउँदो रहेछ क्या आफूलाई पनि क्या. Like before like एकदमै this could be helpful for any हुन्छ नि बिजनेस आइडिया हुन्छ नि प्रपोजल कसैलाई केही भन्नु छ भने होइन, you feel like you are the right, यो तिमीले जे कुरा भनेको छ आफूलाई हुन्छ नि, जे कुरा तिमीले थिङ्क गरिरहेछौ, you think you are right, but when you write it actually you feel like okay, I might be wrong.
So third person.
Yeah, so like आफूलाई आफ्नो third person view दिन्छ के when you write it के. अनि यो कति चाहिँ टाइम मलाई भइरहेको हुन्छ कि. I think that is why I write, right? I might not publish it आफ्नो amulboydi.wordpress.com मा हैन, but हुन्छ नि I write it, right? To write गर्ने बित्तिकै it feels nice, there's a sense of clarity.
True.
Ayush, why do you write, man?
Many reasons though. One of the major reasons is I still want to work on my grammar, to be very honest.
Still, bro?
Still, man.
Oh my god, bro.
2 years living abroad in a non-English speaking country has affected my English a lot. And that I understood that after coming back.
Okay.
Right. Number one that. Number two is I want to write things that I feel that's happening around me. I usually don't tend to publish it. But when I do, it's only 1 or 2 minute read, not more than that.
Yeah.
And why do I do that is because I'm not focusing or aiming to write a big ass story. I'm not focusing to write maybe a book. I'm not focusing to write, I don't know, whatever long ass thought-provoking stuff, right? I'm just writing something that I want to reflect on, and at the same time something that people can reflect on or would love to reflect on. Right? Number one is that. Number two is I also I write because it did help me come to terms with my mother's death. To be very honest.
Okay.
Not that I didn't used to write before. I used to write, but it helps a lot.
I'm sure.
There are a lot of emotions that you want to vent out. There are a lot of emotions that you want to let people know. But at the same time, again, these are not published ones. Right? These are the ones that I've written.
But I think you should publish, man.
I will in time. In time, I will. It's not about that. It's more about because I would not want the world to know how I felt. I don't want the world to feel like.
Yeah. So you want.
I want that
to be yours only.
To be mine.
Yeah.
To be mine with,
I get that.
with the person that I love.
Yeah. I get that.
I might publish it. Why? Because there might be times when, frankly speaking, I would not want to see my friend suffer if their parent I mean would pass away, right? So I think that. I'm not being an opportunist saying okay this thing that thing,
completely makes sense.
But I did share a few of these things when one of my friends' mother passed away. Not here, but in a country where I went to study. She was breaking down. She didn't know what to do. So me as a person, I could not completely emote in class, go to her and talk about it because we were just acquaintances. We were not that close of friends back then. And she was there weeping, and there were other friends doing it. I could not even muster up the courage to go and talk to her or even tell her that I know how you feel. But later in the evening, I sent her the link of that secure blog, let's say, shared link. Like, it's only for mine.
Unpublished.
Unpublished. So I sent it to her, and then she said, "Thank you so much for this."
Yeah, makes sense.
This helped a lot.
Makes sense. I think...
and that's not published as of yet. It's there. It's there on my library, but it's not published because I don't want it.
True.
I think it creates a sense of empathy in terms of like, okay, म जस्तै अरू पनि छन् है भन्ने हुन्छ and I think that is a big relief in a way. You know that we are not alone in this journey.
In many journeys, even when we talk about writing processes, I think many of the times you felt like you want to write something, लेख्यो and लेख्न आएन कि के गर्ने अब frustrated गरी बस्ने कि you take some time off, do some things, and then come back and write. That helps out a lot. Alpha, do you ever have the blocks when you tend to write things, or do you just write when
how do you keep on writing? How do you keep on writing? I mean,
of course I have blocks.
Writer's block also.
Writer's block. But I usually have a couple of ideas running at my back. कति धेरै आइडियाज हुन्छ अनि यसो बस्यो तर कहिलेकाहीँ के हुन्छ भने सुरु गर्यो एन्ड हुँदैन बिचमा कति धेरै त्यस्तै छ हाफ वे थ्रु म एउटा ह्यारी पटर फ्यान फिक लेखिरहेको थिएँ 2 वर्ष अगाडि अनि मैले कति 10वटा च्याप्टर लेख्छु भनेर सोचेको थिएँ 6वटा कि 7वटा भयो त्यसपछि लेख्नै सकेन
I mean 6 chapters is also amazing.
And then after that it's been like 1 वर्षभन्दा बढी भयो नि त and I'm like लेख्ने कि नलेख्ने कस्तो त्यो हुन्छ नि
is that a feeling because back then when you wrote you were a different alpha and now you're a different alpha because you've grown in these past
perspective
change भएर लेख्न सके
in the same story
Big
like
questions.
एकदमै valid question हो
हुन्छ नि त्यो चाहिँ
त्यो भन्दा पनि मलाई चाहिँ कस्तो फिल भयो भने त्यो बेलामा सकाउन नसकेकोले कस्तो आई फेल्ट लाइक आई बिकेम लेजी और हुन्छ नि अनि इफ आई रिस्टार्टेड आई विल बी लेजी अगेन और अब हुँदैन कि भनेर अब त्यो त फिक्सन लेखिरहेको थिएँ नि त सो पर्सपेक्टिभको कुरा भन्दा पनि मलाई यसरी एन्ड गर्नु छ भनेर सोचेको थिएँ कुनै कुराहरू चाहिँ तर मैले एन्डै गर्न सकेन अनि आई जस्ट लेफ्ट इट एन्ड बिकेम अ प्रोक्रास्टिनेटर
ओके सो लाइक
अन दैट बेसिस कस्तो तिम्रो
के छ म्यान
राइटर्स ब्लक हुने यो प्रोक्रास्टिनेट गर्ने के कस्तो तिम्रो
त्यही हो लाइक हुन्छ नि राइटर्स ब्लक भन्ने कुरा डेफिनेटली हुँदो रहेछ हैन one because I don't write poem or literature point of view ma लेख्दिन I just write a blog, a simple blog. I just write out my feelings and emotions. कहिलेकाहीँ चाहिँ के हुँदो रहेछ भने we tend to सुरुमै हुन्छ नि फर्स्ट सेन्टेन्स लेख्यो हैन अनि लाइक ओके ग्रामर मिस्टेक भयो कि स्पेलिङ मिस्टेक भयो कि हुन्छ नि त्यो एउटा त्यो फर्स्ट सेन्टेन्समा we judge हामीलाई रहेछ के so what I want to do what I like to do is like just write के jam हुन्छ नि just even if there's mistakes or whatever it is so एउटा full I write a whole paragraph of what I really wanted to talk about.
Can I add something on this after you're done?
So त्यसपछि चाहिँ हुन्छ नि then I go and edit and everything is there के so सुरुमै जज गर्न थाले भने चाहिँ त्यो ब्लगमा अर्को एउटा you are adding another brick on the wall के
comma
I so yeah man so I think that should be the way you just write okay you just write like just scratch it down or write down I think that should be the way भन्ने कुरा मात्रै हो मलाई चाहिँ yeah so alpha के हेर्नु
so तिमीले भने नि त त्यो ग्रामर फर्स्ट लाइन लेख्दा सायद बिकम कन्सियस अफ द ग्रामर मिल्छ कि मिल्दैन भनेर अनि हामीले टाइप म एउटा मास्टर क्लास भन्ने
मास्टर क्लास that comes on YouTube जहिले पनि एड आएर हुन्छ yeah so that one
त्यो बिली कलिन्स भन्ने पोएट छ के उसको पोएट्रीको मास्टर क्लास छ अनि त्यो म हेरिरहेको थिएँ अनि उसमा चाहिँ उसले के भन्दो रहेछ भने इन हिज पोइन्ट अफ भ्यू उसले चाहिँ हातले पेपरमा लेख्छ अरे कि पोम पहिला अनि त्यसले चाहिँ के देखाउँछ भने हामी कम्प्युटरमा टाइप गऱ्यो भने ब्याक स्पेस गर्छौँ नि त गइहाल्छ ब्याक स्पेसमा हामीले लेख्यो भने चाहिँ हामीले कट गर्छ ओ ठिक होला नमिल्ला होइन कस्तो होला तर त्यो त्यहाँ प्रिजर्भड हुन्छ अरे कि द मिस्टेक्स पनि अनि कुनै बेलामा त्यो कुनै अर्कोमा अथवा त्यही पोमभित्र पनि आउन सक्छ त्यो डकुमेन्ट हुन्छ अरे कि मिस्टेक अब कम्प्युटरमा लेख्दा त ढाडा ब्याक स्पेस गर्यो के गर्यो यु वान्ट टु बी पर्फेक्ट
yeah makes sense एकदम perfect I think right yeah कपीमा पेनले लेख्नु has a different
mistakes पनि डकुमेन्ट हुन्छ रे अनि
makes sense I'm going to do that next time
that's one of the reasons why I was writing let's say, still unproduced 2 scenes of the script, because there's been a lot of enters here, goes out here, size, like, it's a theory, but anyways, should we talk about my process now?
Yeah, please go ahead, man.
Okay, my process is different in different times, right? And there are days when I sit down to write me, and days when I just sit down, लेख्छु कहिले कहिले चाहिँ यस्तो unsettling भएर हुन्छ, मन unsettling भएर हुन्छ, that I end up writing. अब लेख्ने दिनै लेख्छु भनेर बस्यो भने चाहिँ म बस्छु नि कि, बसिरहेको त्यही ठाउँमा बसिरहेको हुन्छु, लेखिरहेको हुन्छु, लेख्ने भने त्यही ठाउँमा बसिरहेको हुन्छु म, एक लाइन लेख्छु तर बसिरहेको हुन्छु कि होइन. अब यु माइट से कि लेखिरहेको छैन, के आइरहेको छैन, किन बसिरहेको छौ भन्छ होला, किनभने भोलिपल्ट केही लेख्न आउला अनि बसेर लेख्न थाल्यो भने लेख्नु चाहिँ मन छ, तर मनै हाउ टु पुट इट, मन ठाउँमा नभए फेरि उठेर जानु मन लाग्छ, तर त्यो एउटा सानो डिसिप्लिन राख्नलाई पनि हो कि कहिले म बस्छु नि कि लेख्नु होइन कि त्यस्तो पनि छ. अनि अरू पोइन्ट्समा वेन आई राइट, जब एकदमै फ्युल्ड विथ इमोसन्स हुन्छ नि, त्यो बेला चाहिँ आई राइट एनीवेयर हो, पिस अफ पेपर माइट बी, मोबाइलमै होला मैले काहीँ, कारण मोबाइलमै म त्यो गर्छु कि तिम्रो के भन्छ यो स्टाइलसले लेख्न थाल्छु कि, जस्ट बिकज आई वान्ट टु have my own handwriting हो, पछि फेरि त्यो ट्रान्सक्राइब गर्छु, नट अ प्रब्लम, तर I like that, I want that.
You want to see your handwriting.
I want to see my handwriting in this glass screen. Like, if like 10 years ago, 10-12 years ago, someone came to me and said, you'll be writing on a glass screen with a pen, and I would be like, huh? के बनाइदियो भन्दै होला, अनि आफूले त्यही गरिरहेको छु. अनि त्यही अन द्याट नोट, टेक्नोलोजीले कति चेन्ज गर्यो तिमीहरूलाई in terms of writing? Has it enabled you to write more, or has it made you more lethargic? Ke lagcha as technology?
Yeah, Alpha.
Distracted. I have been distracted.
No, technology in terms of not technology as a whole, but
writing technology.
Yes.
Writing technology ma चाहिँ त्यस्तो धेरै डिफरेन्ट त छैन. I still write नोटबुकमा लेख्न मन पर्छ मलाई, तर सेभ गर्न चाहिँ सजिलो हुने रहेछ कि, ब्याकअप कपी बनाएर अनि ट्रान्सक्राइब यताबाट सिफ्ट गर्नु पऱ्यो भने एउटा 3-4वटा ब्याकअप राख्यो, अनि त्यसले चाहिँ अलिकति ओभरभ्यू जस्तो पनि दिने रहेछ कि. सर अब मैले पहिलादेखि लेखेको मेरो पोम्सहरूको लाइक सेभ गरेर राख्थेँ कि कम्प्युटरमा लेखेर, अनि यसो हेर्दाखेरि यु क्यान सी योर टाइम लाइन कि, ए आई वाज थिङ्किङ दिस, यो वर्षमा चाहिँ मैले यो सोचेको रहेछ. सो इट्स काइन्ड अफ त्यो वाइज चाहिँ आई थिङ्क टेक्नोलोजी इज हेल्पिङ.
In terms of like skill wise, man, in terms of
anything you want, man.
And technology, मलाई चाहिँ personally होइन, because I'm not a writer kind of stuff, just a blogger.
Bro, let's put it this way: anyone who writes is a writer.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't care about.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't care about paragraph.
None of us are. You know, we have not won an Oscar for screenplay or anything.
No. म चाहिँ भन्नु खोजेको चाहिँ, bro, like अब त्यही just add on that, right? Technology चाहिँ मलाई चाहिँ के गरेको छ भने, it has made me want to write in terms like I know कि when I write and I blog, तिनीहरूले जस्तो हुन्छ नि, I'll be able to share that with a lot of people, okay? होइन, I think that is the biggest help for me. किनभने मलाई पर्सनली के लाग्छ भने, I've always believed that हुन्छ नि कि that you can't make mistakes whole life and learn from that. You can't say कि म मिस्टेक गर्छु and then I'm going to learn from that भन्ने क्या, त्यो एटिट्युड I think we don't have that luxury in life in time to make the mistakes all the time. So my idea is when I share, when I write, someone will learn
from your mistakes,
from my mistakes, right? And because we read books so that we don't make the same mistakes, right? We read business books so that we don't make that very kind of business mistakes. So we need to learn from each other. That is my idea of writing and sharing knowledge on the life. So technology has helped me, given me the platform to share my viewpoints. अनि के हुन्छ नि त्यो सेयरिङले मलाई के लाग्छ भने, इफ आई सेयर माई आइडियाज एन्ड माई हुन्छ नि थ्रु इन्स्टा स्टोरिज or whatever it is हुन्छ नि, when I write whatever my feelingsहरू यसमा, then I'll have हुन्छ नि के हुन्छ आउटलेट one plus सेकेन्ड मलाई के लाग्छ भने चाहिँ लाइक माइन्डेड पिपलको एउटा कम्युनिटी आफै बनेर आउँछ कि. इफ आई सेयर माई राइटिङ or whatever it is, के हुन्छ भने that is my thought process, that is my perspective, right? And maybe 100 जनामा 99 जनाले के लेखेले what kind of person he is भनेर छ, मात्र त्यो एकजना पनि मेरो एउटा कोही भयो नि, that will able to understand me or whatever it is. So I think technology has helped me to understand कि हुन्छ नि, there are people out there who needs help, like I need help. So that is my thought.
We're all on the same boat.
Yeah, we're on the same boat. So तिम्रो के छ?
I think in my case, it's helped me to archive a lot of stuff like Alpha said. Right? Archive गर्न चाहिँ सजिलो छ अनि at the same time timeline को पनि कुरा आयो फेरि म लेख्दा पनि when I even write on paper I tend to log कुन डेटमा कुन डेटमा लेख्छु भने म कति बजे लेखेको पनि हुन्छ कहिले कहिले कसको लागि लेखेको भनेर लेखिदिन्छु नि म लाइक फर इक्जाम्पल भाइसँग धराबाट चाहिँ ल साइडमा म अर्मान लेखिदिन्छु ठिक छ यो किन रिस उठ्यो यो यसले गर्दा रिस उठ्यो ठिक छ यसले गर्दा यस्तो भयो ठिकै छ किन मैले एउटा माइन्ड लिङ्क पनि होस् न पछि पढ्दा ल मैले उसको लागि यो लेखेको रहेछु है उसको लागि यो लेखेको रहेछु बट वर्ल्डलाई त थाहा हुँदैन मैले कसको लागि लेखेको तर छ नि त अब जस्तै when I used to write proper blogs 20-something kid at .blogspot.com by the way त्यसमा चाहिँ मैले रिसको मायाको दुःखको लेखाएको छु नि त अनि त्यसमा त कसैलाई सोचेर लेखाएको नि त तर त्यो चाहिँ इट्स नट आउट देयर कि मैले यसको बारे सोचेर लेखेको हो भनेर अब टेक्नोलोजीले हेल्प कसरी गर्यो भने एटलिस्ट आर्काइभ गर्नु पाएँ मैले यो छ देख्न पाउँछु कि ल ठिकै छ यो बेला मैले यो सोचिरहेको थिएँ यो बेला मैले यो सोचिरहेको थिएँ एट द सेम टाइम आई थिङ्क टेक्नोलोजी हेज हेल्प मी मोर in terms of writing anything anywhere किनभने नोटप्याड बोकेर हिँडिरहेको हुँदैन है कहिले कहिले यतिकै हिँडिरहेको हुन्छु आई सी समथिङ एन्ड लाइक आई टेक माई फोन एन्ड स्टार्ट राइटिङ बसेर कतै बसेर होइन सेम इज विथ आई मिन बिकज आई टेक अ लट अफ पिक्चर्स फोनले धेरै हेल्प गरेको छ अल दि आउटलेट अनि कहिले काहीँ आई अल्सो डकुमेन्ट वाट इज ह्यापनिङ अन द स्ट्रिट लेख्नु अगाडि कि लेख्छु थाहा छ मलाई डकुमेन्ट गर्छु किनभने यो बेला म के फिल भइरहेको छु मैले के देखेँ आँखा अगाडि सो आई थिङ्क टेक्नोलोजी हेज हेल्प मी अन द्याट बेसिस
ओके सो एडिङ दिस आई थिङ्क अर्को मलाई बुझ्न मन लागेको कुरा चाहिँ लाइक वाट इन्सपायर्स यु टु राइट इन अ वे कि लाइक वान वे डु यु लुक फर इन्सपिरेसन जुन अहिले अर्थाले सुस्तना भने नि डु यु लुक फर इन्सपिरेसन कि द्याट यु फिल लाइक इट सुड ह्यापन टु यु एन्ड देन यु सुड राइट I think there are two different ways of looking at this like someone personally. Example, I just want to give my example. Just say, I don't look for inspirations to write. And I
write.
Yeah, I just write. Suppose we're talking about life, and actually you're a point when I'm saying that hits me, then I go write.
That's inspiration, no?
No, but I don't look for it, okay? So I'm not here to like, okay, I need to write something, so I'll go and talk with Ayush, I'll go and talk with you, whatever it is. So I can have this. Or like movies on script writer they go somewhere else, they see the outer life beyond the cities and they look for inspiration, and because I think they are proportional so that my process is that I don't look for it. I hope
comes to you.
Yeah, I hope it comes to me, then I write about it. For example, just something about I write a lot about my parents. मेरो ब्लगमा एन्ड लाइक हाउ दे हेभ इन्सपायर्ड मी ओभर इट इज कहिले काहीँ एउटा सपोज आई हेभ दिस कन्भर्सेसन एट द डिनर टेबल होइन यस्तो त भइरहेछ एन्ड त्यो थर्ड पर्सन लिएर आई स्टार्ट राइट माई आइडिया इज नट टु लाइक आई गो टक विथ द ड्याड अनि त्यहाँबाट मैले के पाउँछ भने कन्टेन्ट सो द्याट इज नट द्याट इज माई वे अफ राइटिङ इट सो तिम्रो यस्तो केही छ लाइक अथवा लाइक डु यु लाइक हाउ डु यु स्टार्ट भनौँ न
Because I think Alpha is...
I'm thinking...
She wants some time.
She wants some time. So, you remember when we did content writing together? Way back?
Yeah.
So, we had to. Yeah, we had to. That was... Yeah, so this was a very old project. Should we talk about it a little bit? Samthika. So, we had our teacher, Prashant sir, and we had a group, Amul, me and Nigama, who's our friend. So, we had to write about traveling. Right. And then we did meet a person. I forgot his name.
Bhaktapurma.
Thanka, I think. Thanka painter. Pauva painter, right? Chitrakarai cast. Anyway, so I myself got a lot of... I was inspired to write after listening to his story, listening to what he had to say. So, agreed. If I need inspiration, I think I will go try to find it somewhere. कतै त होला केही देखेर त लेख्नु मन लाग्ला भन्ने होला इफ आई रियली नीड इट है अदरवाइज आई एम ओके आइम जस्ट ओके राइटिङ आइम जस्ट ओके लुकिङ एट माई ओल्ड पिक्चर्स एट टाइम्स कि यो बेसमा के स्टोरी गर्नु मिल्छ स्क्रिन प्लेको कुरा आयो मुभिजको राइट सो कहिले काहीँ हुन्छ लेख्छ तर इन्भाइरोमेन्ट के राख्ने एम्बियन्स के क्रिएट गर्ने भनेपछि चाहिँ आई टेन्ड टु काइन्ड अफ गो ब्याक टु माई फ्यु अफ माई पिक्चर्स वेयर आइम लाइक So if I have this setting, then how would this look? How would this, I mean, people would imagine when I'm reading something. Even I was talking to Alfa about reading Harry Potter, like I used to envision my friends as characters of Harry Potter because I grew up reading Harry Potter. त्यो जेनेरेसनमा थिएँ नि त म. सो त्यो हुँदा चाहिँ अग्रिड कि इन्सपिरेसन खोज्न जानुपर्छ चाहिँ पर्दैन, तर कतैबाट पायो भने चाहिँ लिने हो. आई थिङ्क द्याट्स वाट आई डु.
Still thinking. I think I agree with Aish. कुनै बेलामा चाहिँ गएर खोज्न पर्ने नै हुनसक्छ, कुनै बेलामा चाहिँ आउँछ. जहिले पनि आउँछ भन्ने पनि हुँदैन नि त. आयो भने भइहाल्यो, तर कहिलेकाहीँ लेख्नु पर्यो भने त जानु पर्यो, खोज्नु पर्यो, ओ कहाँ छ इन्सपिरेसन भनेर.
I guess त्यो मलाई पर्सन लाग्ने चाहिँ I think going and looking out and searching for inspiration has more discipline. Discipline हुन्छ क्या एउटा. Because if I like wait and inspire, then
you're giving it a chance.
एकदमै हुन्छ नि अब त्यो त म यसले लेखुला, तर if you like constantly go out and search for inspiration, I think that is better way of improving your writing. That त्यो त म मान्छु त्यो कुराहरु चाहिँ. So like if we're talking about writing, right? I think writing and reading goes hand in hand.
I think it should be the final question because we're running out of time a little bit. Because Alfa has to go back home.
Yeah.
How now? 5 minutes here. So okay. Last question.
Last question.
मैले के सोच्न थिएँ मैले
reading
about reading about. So I think just to end, like your favorite last book that you read and that you remember book wise, and how it helped you in writing or whatever expressing.
Last book I read was Looking for Alaska, John Green. It was that book is many things. Have you read, Aish?
Not yet.
John Green, no.
But John Green is a because I'm John Green like follow usko vlogs or podcast I feel like he's someone, if I meet him in real person, you know, like साथी जस्तै हुन्छ कि त्यस्तो feeling हुन्छ कि. There are some authors who you feel like you like भेट्न पायो भने maybe you know we can sit down and talk and feel like that. John Green is
I think last book John Green धेरै भयो क्या मैले नपढेको. यस्तो हुँदै रहेछ क्या, I don't know, एउटा म एड गरिरहेको छु अहिले है. एउटा फेज हुँदै रहेछ मलाई लागेको पर्सनली. जस्तै पहिला when we were kids I used to love Hardy Boys and Secret Seven, and then I shifted into like a bit of novel love kind of stuff. And I don't remember the books, man. Just stunning, the fiction book, what do you call them? Love stories are very from Twilight to whatever, like now I've shifted to more of business books, man.
Okay.
So last 5 books I read 5 sub business book थियो. बिचमा I wanted to break from that, so I read यो चेतन भगतको बुक पढे क्या मैले. It was like a typical चेतन भगत book हैन, एकदमै typical, simple हैन, हिन्दी फिल्म हैन, तर it was kind of like a refreshing kind of thing because एउटा break पाए क्या. Maybe the phase अहिले I think कुन type of books पढा जति मैले I think त्यो पनि धेरै नै I think कुन type what point of life you're in भन्ने सानो छ क्या. So coming back to that question, the last book that I read was Rework, and it was a business book and just मजाको थियो. I really liked it. I think जलाई चाहिँ हुन्छ नि, I think you should read that book लाग्छ मलाई business point of view हिसाबमा चाहिँ, managing point of view मा. Are you sure?
I'm currently reading Sophie's World. One of my dear friends gifted me. Janish, yeah. I'm reading that, and at the same time I'm reading the Flash Rebirth ko aileko current Flash Wars चलिरहेछ, but I'm still stuck up on that comic book wise. Sophie's World wise, it's nice. It's a lot to take in. I read at least like 5 pages per day. This goes in because
what is it about?
It's basically about world philosophy and stuff.
Okay.
It's basically Sophie's World, like when you start. सुरु गर्दा चाहिँ के लाग्छ भने यो त बच्चाको किताब जस्तो लाग्छ है.
The name.
And then once you start delving into it, it's too deep and it's got too much of links from world history, philosophy to almost everything. Right. And right now I'm also reading the Flash comics ma चाहिँ किनभने I need that. As you said, that break. I need that because they are introducing some new Speed Force one, that's not characters. New elements they're creating. So that's interesting on where it goes ahead. In both terms, in finishing Sophie's World, but my mindset was to reading the Flash, but
sometimes writing is like too deep, but sometimes we need a break, right, from all that because त्यो एक्सप्रेसन त्यो हुन्छ नि त्यो थट प्रोसेस यहाँ हुन्छ नि त अस्ति लाइक आई वाज रिडिङ द अदर बुक एज साइमल्टेनियसली जेनिसीको किताब क्या 12 रुल्स फर लाइफ सो इन
जोर्डन बी
पिटरसन सो त्यहाँ एउटा लाइन छ क्या ब्रो सो त्यहाँ लाइन के लेख्छ भने ह्युमन आर बोर्न टु सफर होइन ह्युमन्स आर बोर्न टु सफर इफ यु आर नट सफरिङ राइट नाउ डोन्ट फिल लकी रे क्या at a certain point of time you will suffer there. Okay? And I was like, fuck, really? Like, so it's like too much too. That is, I think, I'm like, so I think some books like just slaps you
on your face.
Like, that's there, man.
Life is coming on that. I don't know, man. It's still there.
Yeah, life is already here.
Oh, it's already here and still.
We're here living.
Exactly.
Living our lives.
It's already here.
Yeah.
Whatever it is.
Should we end this?
Yeah. Alpha के छ तिम्रो?
के भन्नुपर्ने छ?
Talk for a few more minutes.
Okay.
गाडी पाउँछ हैन?
गाडी पाउँछ.
पठाउमा हैन म गाडीमा जान्छु.
गाडी पाउँछ म.
Okay, cool. गर कुरा के को बारे कुरा गर्नु हुन्छ?
अनि यो कुरामा आई ओके या.
अनि पछि अर्को कुरा. So what are your thoughts on मान्छेहरु राख्छन् नि म यो किताब पढेँ भनेर सोशल मिडियामा. Do you do that?
Yeah, I do that, man. किन भने हैन म पर्सनली मलाई किन I do that a lot. किन भने चाहिँ मैले त्यो किताब पढ्न सुरु गरेको रिजनहरू हुन्छ नि वान अफ द रिजन अफ द सेयरिङ नलेज इज बिकज समवन सेयर द्याट नलेज विथ मी के होइन अनि सो त्यसले गर्दा हुन्छ नि इफ द्याट पर्टिकुलर पर्सन इन्सपायर मी टु रिड दिस बुक एन्ड आई रियली फेल कि दिस बुक सुड बी रेड अनि त्यसले गर्दा म आई सेयर इन माई इन्स्टा स्टोरिज वाट एभर इट इज द्याट आई थिङ्क दिस बुक गुड बुक आई थिङ्क सुड रिड बिकज लास्टमा एक्सप्लोरेसन हो नि त चिटिङ हो नि त आई थिङ्क द्याट सुड मेरो मलाई पर्सन लाग्ने आई थिङ्क द्याट सुड बी डन
ओके
because writing, sharing, it should be on the universe, okay? Your knowledge भन्ने कुरा क्या you should let it out. So म चाहिँ गर्छु that is my reason of doing it.
Not so much. कहिलेकाहीँ
किन why भन्ने कुरा
कहिलेकाहीँ गर्न मन लाग्छ कहिले कुनै एकदम लाइन्सहरू हुन्छ नि बुकको ओएला यस्तो राम्रो छ सेयर गरौँ न जस्तो फिल हुन्छ कहिलेकाहीँ चाहिँ हुँदैन you just don't feel like sharing and there's no deep reason like almost
I'm a very private person when it comes to this. मेरो किताब भनेको it's a very intimate relationship with my books. Right? So if I read it, I'm going to be devoted to that book. I'm not going to give that to like the world because that's mine.
Yeah, makes sense.
That's mine. Sorry, I'm not going to show it to the world.
No, like you want to share the किताब दिने भने कि
त्यो मोमेन्ट हुन्छ नि किताबसँग
okay
because it's written for me. The writer wrote it for the world होला तर मसँग भएको किताब त उले त मेरो लागि लेखेको हुन्छ
at that moment in time.
At that moment in time.
Makes sense.
So म किन त्यो अरूलाई सेयर
Yeah, the magic of
that's
my
theory. That's my theory.
It does make sense.
Makes sense. So is there any book that you like that you cried?
Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows.
Particular like that you remember that scene भनौँ न exam पढ्दाखेरि is there any book?
Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows.
के थियो त्यो scene?
Spoiler होला नि त फेरि.
I hope so it's not spoiler anymore man like it's been years हैन?
Yeah, it's been years.
So
yeah, just go on.
यस्तो हुन्छ कि the last book मा चाहिँ फाइट हुन्छ नि त मेगा फाइट वाला सीन हुन्छ the good versus the evil अनि दुवै साइडमा क्याजुअल्टी भइरहेको हुन्छ अनि एउटा चाहिँ एक्ज्याक्टली चाहिँ याद छैन के भएको ठ्याक्कै भनेर तर ह्यारी हर्माइनी र रन चाहिँ मेबी आयुष क्यान फिल इन द डिटेल्स आई फर्गेट त्यो हिप ग्रुप होइन ग्रिप हुक पनि हुन्छ अनि उनीहरू भागेर एउटा कटेजमा बसिरहेको हुन्छ डोबी मरिसकेपछि
स्पोइलर आफ्टर that's not right after Dobby dies. It is there.
After that अनि ग्रिप बुकले देख्छ कि ह्यारी उनीहरू बसिरहेको हुन्छ अनि उसले चाहिँ एउटा लाइन के भन्छ भने सो यङ बट सो मच टु आई डोन्ट रिमेम्बर द एक्ज्याक्ट लाइन अपोलोजिज फर द्याट सो यङ बट सो मच टु सफर भनेर भन्छ कि सो वी आर ब्याक अगेन टु सफरिङ एन्ड आई वाज लाइक ओ दिस इज सो लाइक ह्यारी पटर एज अ इन्टायर सिरिज एकदम इमोसनल छ देयर आर सो मेनी बिट्स वेयर यु कनेक्ट बट त्यो पार्टमा चाहिँ सबै एकैचोटि आयो बिकज डेथली हालोज इज अ भेरी
It's a very mature subject.
Yeah, एकदम you feel a lot of things.
Yeah. Because again, going to Deathly Hallows again. Deathly Hallows came out when I was like +2 पढ्दाखेरि हो. +2 ठ्याक्क सुरु गर्दाखेरि भनौँ न class 11 तिर आएको थियो. So Deathly Hallows hit me a little too much when it comes to because it was धेरैजनाको एन्डिङ थियो कि अब त्यो बेला चाहिँ we have Fred and George, the Weasley twins.
Yeah.
And that hit me because I was reading अनि पछि मेरो भाइ छ नि त.
Yeah, so okay.
Yeah.
Connect
भयो त्यसपछि हुन त Ron was also sad but it was a twin brother.
Yeah.
त्यो हुँदा चाहिँ एकछिनको लागि कस्तो त्यो भयो कि लाइक भयो कि त्यो चाहिँ ह्यारी पटर भयो चाहिँ अर्को चाहिँ मलाई एकदम स्याड लागेको वाज 1000 स्प्लेन्डिड सन्स खालिद हुसैनी सो फर्स्टमै कि लाइक वेन भन्नु कि नभन्नु धेरै पछि पढ्ने मान्छे सो सफरिङको कुरा हो फेरि होइन सो लट अफ सफरिङ छ तर हाउ द क्यारेक्टर आई फरगट हर नेम इट्स बिन एजेस द्याट आई रेड हो सो वाट एभर ह्यापन्स इज जुन चाहिँ त्यो यस्तो छ कि यस्तो माया लाग्दो छ कि उसको स्टोरी होइन बच्चादेखि सफरिङ मात्रै देखाएको हुन्छ कि उसले क्यारेक्टरले होइन अनि त्यो हुँदा चाहिँ पोइन्ट्स अफ टाइममा यस्तो हुन्छ भन्ने त्यो फेरि ग्राफिक डिटेलै छ कि यस्तो भयो भनेर यु स्टार्ट वन्स यु स्टार्ट vividly imagining it you'll be spellbound no you'll feel like my life is so much better but her sadness is making me feel sad and that actually reflects when you start reading it jerks your tears off when you read Khalid Hosseini's books and that's magic
right
what about you
the only thing one of the book that I still remember is like Children of New Forest. I mean, I read when I was in class 8. It is a classic book. पुरानो हुन्छ नि त्यो ब्राउनिश खाले पेपर हुन्छ नि त्यो खाली हार्ड कभर वाला ब्राउनिश खाली त्यो स्मेल नि पुरानो हो नि या सो त्यो हुन्छ नि गुड स्मेल सो त्यो खाले चाहिँ नि क्लास 8 कि आई थिङ्क क्लास 7 8 बेला किताब पढेको थिएँ अनि वान अफ द क्यारेक्टर डाइज के त्यहाँ चाहिँ आई डोन्ट रिमेम्बर क्यारेक्टर नाम के थियो सो he was a kind of a protector to the children of New Forest as in those children and he died in a war I don't know I forgot and tibala it was rati थियो I was in my bed 9-10 बजेर थियो हुन्छ नि अनि ठ्याक्कै tibala ठ्याक्कै मेरो हजुरआमा was she was also बिरामी के एकदम चाहिँ लास्ट स्टेज आइमा थियो के maybe I don't know maybe it was that connection हुन्छ नि when the person एकदमै beloved person of the book died I think that was one of the time when I actually cried in sense ki not my but there was tears emotional so yeah that was one book I still remember the Children of New Forest that was a
Children of New Forest
maybe because of मेरो हजुरआमाको कनेक्सनले गर्दा होला
but also don't you think Amol ki we also do bring out a lot of our emotions while reading the books that make us understand and kind of
I think that
express
that is the power of writing I know that's a part of writing right if the writer if the writer can like connect your character with your personal life or whatever it is I think last time त्यही त हो नि connection writing ma हैन so I think writing does that to you I think writing is very
powerful
movies and everything last go like base भनेको त writing हो नि
true imagination
हैन so खतरा हो जो छैन being able to write bring a character in life के man त्यो जस्तो पावरफुल कुरा के छ भने के after magic त्यही त होला नि bring the character
is magic
हैन
magic
so yeah big magic
can I end I
yes,
have
please.
a ending
please
ending the pura एकदम weak
अर्को कुरा है म sorry so I even shared this के अरे this paragraph with Alfa as well I think yesterday or day before yesterday so writer wise ma थियो के because म त्यही कुरामा so you like would you want to share or not भन्ने कुरामा the books that I'm reading so one of the paragraph one of the chapter was ki hire great writers because writers know what to talk how to talk like what to talk because they can edit out things they can
that's why Nepalese movies are suffering
okay
damn it
so that is a good line to be animal
I was about to show but I couldn't find it
please.
So I was at a writing workshop maybe last summer तिर अनि त्यही बेला चाहिँ मलाई एउटा एकदम एपिफेनी आएको थियो कि के भन्छ नोभल्सहरू पढ्दाखेरि युजली थर्ड पर्सनमा हुन्छ नि यु डु अन्डरस्ट्यान्ड द्याट थर्ड पर्सन न्यारेटरलाई सबै थाहा हुन्छ तर क्यारेक्टरलाई थाहा हुँदैन अनि त्यो वर्कसपमा बस्दा बस्दै मैले इन्स्ट्रक्टर के सोधेँ भने सो डोन्ट यु थिङ्क वी आर अल्सो लाइक क्यारेक्टर्स इन द बुक हामीलाई आफ्नो कुरा थाहा हुन्छ तर अरूको कुरा थाहा हुँदैन नि त एन्ड इमेजिन अ न्यारेटर इज राइटिङ अल अफ इट paradox again
paradox
bootstrap paradox
bootstrap paradox yes to listen to that you should go tune into In Conversations with Alfa coming soon
makes sense
it's like हुन्छ नि त थाहा हुँदैन हामी पनि किताब भित्रै त हो नि कि क्या हो जस्तो
okay
it's too deep
all right I think with that,
we end this episode. Episode number.
Keep writing if you want to write.
I forgot the episode
and start writing if you want to start writing.
Yes.
Episode number 15.
Please read and write.
Please do. I'm just trying to check out episode number kati puyo ho हामीहरु.
I think it's 15, man.
I don't trust myself, bro.
Oh.
Yes, episode number 15.
Yeah.
Woohoo.
With Alpha, Maya, Shakya.
Yes.
Thank you so much for
Thanks
having
so
me.
much. Thank you. All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. Oh, that was good.
Right? Good.
Nice.
Good talk.